how you use them in a game, all that good stuff.
Okay, so I'm live and let me check Twitch. CP. Oh, ooh, educational shit or whatever. Maybe call it educational. I guess. Hmm. It's always in long so on Twitch. Check. Okay, my internet says. So what is this? So what could this possibly be? Huh. Okay. So yeah, it's time to do stuff. And okay, yeah, they looking so.
So anyway, create a function, block of code. Okay, so let's say you needed to a program, print it. Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, the devking here. I'm going to try this a brand new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys about functions. Or I'm going to show you how to create functions, what they are, how you would use them in a game, all that good stuff. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so
I
just
bet.
insert your script. You guys already know how to do that. So just go ahead here, type in scr script, blah blah blah. So create your script, and to create a function is kind of like creating a variable. But before I do that, let me tell you what functions are. Okay, so a function is basically like a block of code. Okay, so let's say you needed to, you needed to do something like in the program, right? So maybe you had to print hay. Obviously, you're not gonna want to print hay, but maybe you had to, okay? And you wanted to do it like a million times, all right? But you didn't want to print it like you didn't want to waste all this time doing all that code, right? So what you do instead is you create a function because you can just define the code one time and then you can just print it or you can run it as many times with only one line of code. So that might sound
I
really
bet.
confusing right now. I'm sorry if that does sound confusing, but I'm going to show you what I mean right now. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So you can type in local, just like how you define variables because you want your function to be local, and then you're going to type in function. Okay, so function like that to just because it's a keyword, so they need to know you're defining a function. So you're going to type in function like that, and then you're going to name your function. Your function can be anything you want to name it, but just like variables, it cannot start with a number. So we'll call it best function. Okay. And then to finish it off, you're going to put two parentheses side by side, and then hit enter, and it'll put an end at the bottom for you. No. So, you guys have never seen this end statement yet,
Oh,
and basically this just means that it's the end of the block of code. Survival Alright, viewer, press tab on the game screen to open that might sound like confusing, but don't worry. But anyways, yeah, this is what functions are. So, local function, best function, parentheses, and then your code that you want to
right.
execute.
Bro,
Okay.
wait, hold. I ain't watching your stream, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's all in Russian and all in English, but like, whatever. Um, bro, it's taking way too long to actually process and like my like I guess. So hold up, let me join from my phone. My bad for stalling. Like, hold on. Oh wait, do Twitch dot TV. Go to myself. Hey, now I have a viewer. Okay, so now I can check out chat. That's cool. So yeah, it's time to continue. I just realized the text, you cannot see it. Yo, what's up, Vortex, bro? Yo, what's up? I'm kind of learning like Luau right now, so yeah. I'm gonna make it black so you can actually see it, like on the script, because I'm using quiet mode. Sorry for the flashbang. Yeah, you can't use Taurus Razor. Yeah,
So let's say we want to do
yeah.
this. Okay, we wanted to do this. We want to do local
Um,
best number, and then local favorite number. Okay. Um,
Hold on. Favorite best number. I don't give a fuck. I'm using not AI. I wanna actually know how to code. Like,
is
yeah.
equal. Okay, so this one's equal to 10. This one's equal to 15. Okay, and then we wanted to print the best number plus favorite number. Okay, so this is kind of simple. All you're going to be doing here is you're
So if I do this print best number plus, yeah, plus favorite number.
going to be um, running this code. So you're going to be defining these two variables and then adding these two variables together. So it's going to be 25. So,
Hmm.
and then you have to actually run the function. So right now, if I just hit play, it's not going to do anything because it's just defining the function. See, as you can see, nothing happened.
What if I run? Or what the hell is a base plate? Why is it not single again? So what if I run um this? Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know fucking scripting, holy.
Because we never called the function, okay? So calling the function means basically just making it run. And to make the function run or call it, you're just going to type in the name of the function and then with the parentheses at the end. So it'll be, best function. And as you can see, it
Oh,
shows up there already for me. But best function and then parentheses. And then boom, hit play.
boom. Yeah, I got 25. I got something. Wait, can I run a script via play run? Okay, yeah, it does. It does it. But like, I don't care. Okay.
And what's going to happen? It's going to print 25. So yeah, that's pretty simple, pretty cool. But now and then we can print it as many times, or we can run this function as many times as we want. Okay, so we can my bad, we can just keep doing it, and then it'll print like 6 25s, right? So it's gonna just do that, and then yeah. See, now Roblox Studio in the output,
Oh,
what it does
that's
is if something's already been outputted, it will put like a multiplication symbol, right? Of the
I
or how many times it's
see.
outputted. Okay, so that means it's been outputted 6 times. Okay, 25 has been outputted 6 times. All right, so yeah, that's pretty simple. But yeah, guys, that's basically what a function is. And yeah, there are some more things about function you guys will learn in tomorrow's video, and
Alright.
there are some more way cooler things you can do with functions, like you can actually like put values in them and make them do stuff with those values. So it'll
Oh,
be really cool. And now a practicality use or like when you'd use these in a game is, for example, maybe you wanted a function that would like local function maybe give play.
I fell off. I gotta shit. I gotta comment everything before. So what the hell am I doing? Local function.
Players tools.
Yeah,
Maybe you had a simulator game or something like that, and you
yeah,
wanted to give them tools, right?
it's
So basically, you type all the code in here. So blah blah blah. Okay, blah 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 blah, and and then you would just run the function, and maybe that actually
huh.
does do something, and it would give all players tools. But obviously, this doesn't give any players tools because there's just no code in there besides comments. But anyways, guys, that is what functions are and how they work. And like I said, I'll be teaching you more about functions in tomorrow's video. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Alright. That was the fifth tutorial. I have to disable and make a new script, which is called um part 6.
Alright, yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, the devking here. I'm going to try the brand new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you about scope and returning. So these are they're not that simple. Scope is pretty simple, isn't that hard to understand, but returning is a little tricky. Now, if you don't understand returning after this video is over, then please leave a comment saying what you're confused on. If you're confused on literally everything, then just rewatch the video. Whenever I learned about returning in functions, I didn't understand it for like the first month I was taught it. Okay, I literally didn't understand. I was like, why do we use this? What is it used for? I was so confused. So I'm gonna be trying to teach you. I'm gonna try to teach you what I wish I learned whenever someone taught me this. So hopefully I can make it easier to understand than some of the other tutorials that are out there. Because I understand why it was hard for me to learn. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. So first things first, let's go ahead and insert our script. I already have one. It's right here. Yeah, but go ahead and insert your script. You guys know how to do that. So, and then we're going to go ahead and type in, let's make a variable, okay? We'll call it local a is equal to 2, all right? Now, when I taught you guys about variables, I told you don't worry about this local thing yet. Remember that? I was like,
Hide.
don't worry about that yet. It's not going to be important to you.
What do you
But
mean?
local is actually starting to start being important because it has to do with scope. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So let me just go ahead and write this code out. So we're going to go ahead and make two functions, okay? We're going to make a function called, or we'll make the function local function test1, okay? And then we'll make local function test2, okay? And now these are two separate functions, all right? And what we're going to do is we're going to print a in each of them, all right? Now you're probably like, okay, obviously this is going to print a equal to 2, right? Or that's not going to print a equals to 2. It's going to print 2, right? And it didn't because I didn't call the function.
Oh yeah, yeah, I noticed that. So wait, is this two two? Okay, I understand something.
Functions. I'm an idiot, but let me call the functions real quick. My bad. So you're gonna go ahead and run this, and it's gonna print um, 2, right? Instead of print 2 twice because I printed it in this function and this function. Now, if I were to change this, or if I were to get rid of this variable here, okay, and I put it in here, all right, I did local a is equal to 2, and I ran the script, it's gonna print.
Um, so local a equals 2. Nil.
Watch, I'll show you. It's gonna print 2 and nil. Okay. So basically, what happened was, um, this function. You see how this function has like a little arrow? This is actually kind of useful for scope. But this function knows what a is because it was defined in the function. All right, do you understand that? It was defined in the function, so it knows what a is. Now, once like this function ends, right? So like get to the end of this code, none of this is saved. Okay, they don't know any of this, or like this script, like this entire script, doesn't know what a is because it was only in this function. All right. So this function was like, okay, what the heck is A, right? It's like I've never seen A. So it's giving you error actually. So basically, it doesn't know what the heck A is. So it's just saying nil. And nil basically means no value. It's just like what I guess like the term is for no
Right,
value and
hold up,
move.
let me end comments. If you add where the function it would have the yeah. And then so that's not the verb pull, it will show and then and slash no. Especially the fifth tutorial. Um, bro, fuck you, AI. How do I disable AI? I don't want AI in like in this modern era. I wanna code. This actually like codes there are well this folder with this number which number okay will like when the when then need the whole this function then function name feel that explains everything this function okay.
It just basically means no value. But yeah, so if I were to get rid of local, it would
It will um
print A. It would do twice because it knows what A is now because
huh
it wasn't local.
so I got change my script but local is different so local local is yeah it's with to we're doing to make a non-only in the function and that to the if there is a definition from number without the lot of busy of too easy what to do with function it will will I feel that should make sense.
So basically, that's a little bit of what I'm trying to explain to you here. So yeah, that's basically scope. Um, if something is defined as local in like or in like the script and it's not in any sort of indent, like if it's not a block of code inside of a function or a loop or anything like that, if it's just in the script, there's no indents, that means the entire script can access it. Okay, that's what that means basically. All right, yeah. So that's scope. If you have any questions, please ask. I
No,
will always be reading and responding to the comments. So now let's get into returning. So like I said, returning also has to do with functions. Um, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean returning. So let's go to this. We're going to make a function called high.
I am high right now. What for just I'll just need this up. Okay, so now I lay down and the local function I. Oh my god, I'm a timid typo. Shit. The local function hi.
All right, and we're gonna make it print hi. Okay,
Print hi.
so we're gonna
Wait,
call
how
the
it will
function,
work?
and I'm not gonna waste your time calling it because you know it's just gonna print hi. Okay, basically, if I run this right now,
Function huh.
it will just print hi. Right. So,
Why now?
but what you can do with functions, which is kind of cool, is you can make a function equal to a a variable. So, for example, let's say I returned awesome. Okay, I'm returning awesome now from this function. So basically, this function will go ahead, go through, and run all of its
So print print hi.
code, blah
Um, I just making
blah
sure.
blah. Right? It's gonna run all of its code, and then at the end of it, it's gonna return awesome. Okay. Now,
So this will all the code will be ignored and it will return awesome.
if I run the function, it's not gonna
Hmm.
return awesome to like the output or anything like that. It's just gonna return awesome, right?
Yeah.
But basically, it printed high, which is why I said that. But um, it's not you're not gonna see awesome anywhere. So what you have to do to actually get the awesome is you have to set it equal to a variable. So you can do um,
Oh
local
my god, I'm scared. It starts with the local.
hot dog, okay, is equal to the high function. All right, so basically all this does is it sets this variable equal to this function. All right, now it gets the value of this function by seeing what it returned. Okay, so now local hot dog is equal to high. All right, and I can print hot dog.
Okay. So if I print hot dog, um, and hot dog, what will happen?
And
Awesome!
hot dog will give me, or will print awesome, because I returned awesome from the function because I set it equal
I'm
to
wondering
high.
so
Now you're
smarter.
probably wondering like, okay, why do we even need to use returning if we can just set it to a variable? Now it just comes up later on. You'll see when you're actually scripting. It's hard to give an example, but yeah, that's what I mean. So I hope it's really did explain it to you guys well, because when I learned it, it was really hard for me to grasp. So if you guys don't understand, do not worry. Okay, you're not alone. I was just like
First,
you in your
first.
shoes like a couple months ago. So don't worry. And yeah. So in the next video, we'll be going about parameters, which is another thing about functions. So I know a lot of function stuff, but parameters are really cool, and they'll be used soon. And then after that, we'll probably likely going over events. So that'll be cool too. So yeah, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, subscribe, smash the like button, and I will see you in the next one. By the way,
Subscribe.
um, sorry, my bad. In the description below, there is a link to the playlist if you want to just watch the entire playlist.
You gotta smash that like and subscribe button and destroy that bell button if you're on YouTube.
Instead of having to go find a video.
If
But
someone
yeah,
actually
peace, guys.
watches it. Okay, so I gotta comment this. Local function hi. Hi. It prints hi. I. I. It. And it will run. No, no, no. And it don't be. you shit, if you um uh, do you call it via variable a print of dot. Okay, hold up, I'm gonna share this to a server. Okay, I should, by the way, Lemmy is not like a Korean, by the way. So, yeah, I local, no, other is a function called I, I, brings I, brings I function, and it will return awesome. Finally, I understand nothing. I will do the kill so far. So how does it work? So, oh, wait, hold up. If I script, um, which is called self unit 36 is called test. So if I, waffle function by, it's print by, with one. Why not? I don't have to do this. I can make something better. I can go to game.workspace.display dot transparency equals 1. Now we'll return um game game.workspace just display dot channel. Oh my god, works transparency equals 0. um I just saw a mistake. I type local. Okay, now it will do y function. Wait 10 seconds. Um, um, local loader equals by wait for burgers. It should work. Oh shit. Whoa. What the fuck? Yeah, what for? Return? Why? This character. Is it made? Please play black. Now we wait. Hi! It worked! Um, Wait, I'm gonna send this. Wait, hold up. Current and uranium fusel up colors. Why is this a topic? Why is romance? Paid actor. Well, I scripting. Oh my god, what the fuck is this? Um, oh, Miss Sips. Messenger fire emoji. Why is that fucking rare? Yeah. So as no one can see this because no one fucking gives fuck.